Well, hello there, my fine gardening friends. How the devil are you? Welcome to a very late October day here in beautiful Nova Scotia. It is rather chilly now, -2 last night, and it's probably not got over 5 degrees today. Nearly swapped into my woolly hat, but I'm persevering with the summer autumn hat at the moment. Beautiful day outside here. Like I said, cold, but as you can say, beautiful blue sky, but the trees have near enough lost all of their leaves now. Some of the trees at the back there have still got theirs, but most of the maples are starting to lose their leaves now. But that's autumn winter for you. You know, we've got to get it. So and we need it because it's garlic planting time, and garlic needs winter to produce its best bulbs. So I thought I would use the time here to actually plant my bulbs today. Got my garlic bulbs here, as you can see. I've saved my biggest and fattest bulbs from this year's harvest to plant for next year's harvest. So I thought I'd bring you along. I've done this before, but you know, I like a bit of company when I'm doing my planting, so why not invite you guys? So I've got my bed here, and I've refreshed this from whatever vegetables, I can't remember exactly, it might have been onions that I was growing this year in this bed. And I've, you know, taken everything away, given it, got rid of most of the weeds, and I've planted. I've laid down a nice couple of inches of new compost for my compost heap, and then I'm going to sow my bulbs, or the individual bulbs, and then I'm going to, because I'm lucky to have it, I'm going to lay a bed. I'm going to lay a mulch of seaweed on top to protect the garlic over the winter, and then obviously rot down, and all the goodness from the seaweed will supplement the beautiful compost that I put down. So I should have some nice fat bulbs next year. So what am I going to do? Well, first of all, I need to obviously take the garlic bulb and put it down to its individuals, and it's simple. All I'm going to do is poke it in to the ground, just literally under the ground, really. Nothing much to it. And then I'm going to give it a hand's width apart for each garlic bulb. Let me show you a bit closely. So my first bulb was there. I'm going to take my next bulb just to sort of a wide hand's width apart and plant it in just below the surface. Let's do that again. Next one, hand's width apart, just below the surface. And either way, I'm going to do it all the way along until I run out of my little bulbs. So let me carry on with this, and then I'll come back and give you some final thoughts on the actual bulb planting business. Nothing much to it. Right, that's that lot done. One thing I forgot to mention, I'm planting 2 different types of garlic today. Music, that's the big fat one, and this smaller one, which is called Red Russian, has a more intense flavour. So, you know, quite a big difference, but still both very nice in the dishes. So I've got about 70 of the music, that's all planted. Not so many of the Red Russian, only about 30 odd of the Red Russian, but that's just about, so that is a 4 foot by 6 foot bed. So I've got about 100, you know, individual little, do you know, for some reason, I must be getting the seniors moment, I can't remember what the individual ones are called. Anyway, I've got about 100 of them all together. So that'll be 100 full bulbs of garlic I will have next year. So one other thing I forgot to mention is that I'll plant each row staggered. So as you can see, I've got one there, one there, one there. So I'm planting them staggered. So one, 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 and then staggered in triangles. So then I can fit more in with the space. So I'm going to cover all of these now, literally just cover them over with the compost, and then I'm going to lay this down a whole mulch of seaweed, like I said. And that's it. It's all I've got to do now. Next spring they'll start to come up. On warm days they might even grow a little bit during the winter, but it will sort of all die off, but they'll start growing again next springtime, and I'll be harvesting them around sort of late July, early August time. And first of all, you'll have the garlic scapes, which are the curly sort of flower stems of the bulbs, because these are hardneck garlic. And that's about a month before I actually harvest, so I let them grow a bit, cut them off, and you can use them sort of as a nice flavouring in your dishes as well. So that's good. And then the garlic themselves in August, and it all starts again. So keep them weed free. That's, you know, that's why a good reason why I have the mulch on there as well, sort of keeps the weeds down. And that's it. Water them when you know, when the hot weather comes next late spring and summertime, and jobs are good 'un. Excuse me, my nose is running a bit there with the cold weather. But there we go. I'll tell you what I have forgotten as well is how cold your fingers get in the winter. Oh, it's a long winter until next warm days again, but got to appreciate it. Now, that's it. Jobs are good 'un. See you later.